Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Carlos Wade. This is Carlos Wade Music, and if you're a musician that's trying to get great audio quality to your viewers straight through your phone, you're going to want to stick around because we're going to talk about how to do that coming up. Now, a little bit ago, I entered into a Gear Gods competition called the Heaviest Riff in the Universe, and like anybody else, I was a little curious just to see what was out there, and let me tell you what, there are a ton of riffs better than I could ever imagine, ever dream of, that are out there for this competition. But one thing that I did notice is that a lot, I would say 80 to 90% of the audio quality that's coming through my phone screen as I'm hearing it is just subpar. And the way that you do this is so cheap, if not free, and so easy that I feel like it should just be a common practice and a standard across the board for all musicians on how to get audio quality through your screen so that your viewers can enjoy what they're listening to. So let's talk about how to do that. Very first thing we're going to need to talk about is what we actually need. The very first thing that you're going to need is your cell phone. Now, I'm rocking the iPhone 11, nothing crazy. It's not even the Pro, I don't think. iPhone 11, I think 12, one of the two, can't remember. Phone, you're going to need it. Next, you're going to need this little dongle thing. Now, as we know, iPhones and Apple in general are so awesome because they have lack of inputs, right? So, lightning connector to a splitter, which has the lightning and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And it looks like this. Now, lightning connector is so that you can charge it whenever you're using your phone. Usually whenever I do this setup, I'm going to be live streaming or streaming across whatever platform for a while, so I like to be hooked up to some juice. And the headphone connector is very important. You're going to need that. Next thing that you're going to need is the iRig, okay? This plugs into your splitter. This is the first generation. Since I've gotten this, there have been so many other upgrades that have come out that is basically this right here, but with a little bit more razzle-dazzle to it. But honestly, this has worked perfectly fine for me. And the simpler it is, the better. I love it. It works. It is what it is. But basically, you plug this in to the splitter, and then your guitar signal goes right here into the 1/4 inch. Now, it does have a monitoring output, so you can wear headphones and listen to all of it, but I don't really worry about that for my setup anyways. But if you want to, plug straight up into here, headphones, and you can hear everything that's going on. By the way, everything that you need, there's links down below in the description box, so go ahead and click on them, get them while you can. They're pretty cheap. Next thing you're going to need is this 1/4 inch male to 3.5 millimeter female adapter. This guy is going to go straight into your iRig, okay? We don't want a 1/4 inch going straight into here. Now, that's because the next thing that you're going to need is this cable right here. You're going to need this Y cable, stereo cable, Y stereo cable, okay? It's got a left and a right, and this is going to plug into the back of your interface. But this guy right here is going to plug straight into that adapter. So, do you see what's going on here? It's a lot of plugs, okay? I understand that it's a lot of plugs, but I promise it works. So phone, splitter, iRig, adapter, and then now we are on the Y stereo cable. This guy right here. Once all that's hooked up, the next thing that you're going to need is an interface. Now, the most important thing that you need from your interface, it doesn't matter what brand it is, but you need to have the monitor outputs, okay? This is basically going to act as your stereo out into your phone. Using your Y stereo cable, you're going to plug the left and the right, respectively, into the monitor outputs of your interface. Now, red starts with the letter R, and so does the word right. So red goes right, W goes left. Just like this. Now basically what's happening is any signal that's going into this interface, your phone's going to pick it up just like that. Next thing that you're going to need is some kind of computer. I have my MacBook Air right here. It is the base model MacBook Air. 256 gig, I think, hard drive with the 8 gigs RAM, and this thing is plenty. So you're going to plug your interface into your computer via USB or whatever input your interface requires, and off you go. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually using my computer because that's where I'm getting my tones from for this purpose. Now, if I didn't want to use my computer, I could go straight from my Helix into the channel 1 of this, and my phone will pick it right up. But for today's purposes, I'm using my computer. Again, you don't have to. If you have a Kemper, take that XLR out, mono, into the input channel 1, and it works like a charm, just like that. Anyways, here are some tones. Okay, so I have everything set up now. I'm even recording on my iPhone, as you can see here. As far as the audio goes, I'll switch it back and forth so that you know what audio is coming from where. Should be pretty self-explanatory, but just in case for all the bass players out there, it should be pretty easy. I'm running my MacBook Air into my Focusrite 2i2. From there, I'm going straight into my phone. Now, from the Focusrite to the phone, I've got my stereo cable that's plugged into my iRig, which you can kind of see here. And then I'm with the splitter that's going into the phone that actually connects it to the phone itself. And it'll sound just like this. So just like that. Now what's cool about this is right now I'm plugged into my first channel straight in with a guitar cable into my Focusrite. If I really wanted to put vocals on this as well, all I have to do is get an XLR microphone into the second channel, plug my microphone in the second channel, and then now I have speaking ability that is also being picked up by the phone as well. And this goes for any interface. As long as you have those stereo outs that would go to the monitors, you can do this. Now, a couple things to remember. If you have the Focusrite 2i2 specifically, or any interface that has a monitoring option that's able to turn it on and off, make sure that it's turned on, and make sure that your monitor output is turned up all the way. If it's not turned on or turned up all the way, it's not going to actually go through. Now, you can also hook up any kind of pedal board via XLR as well, if your interface accepts that. I can plug in my Line 6 Helix, plug it into the first channel, and I'd have my Helix tones going through the interface straight into my actual phone, and I would have all the sounds and effects to you through the screen as if I was hearing it myself. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you learned something. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you want me to go into detail about any of these steps, also let me know in the comments below. Just so you guys know, you can pull up the Facebook app, for example, go live on Facebook, and have these tones, and everybody else on the other end can actually hear it. Let me know what you want to see next in this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!